Electric vehicles catch on fire all the time. They're rolling death traps. You're putting yourself at risk if you're driving an electric vehicle because it's likely to catch on fire. Well, at least that's what the headlines say. So let me show you some of the headlines I've read recently and some other data that support a different viewpoint. Well, here's a headline that I just saw recently in CBC News. It's the Canadian Broadcast Corporation News. And a headline in Toronto, 4 killed in fiery electric vehicle crash in downtown Toronto. And so that's, of course, a really sad story. I definitely feel for the family and the people involved. But interesting, though, that when they made this article, they did mention it's an electric vehicle. They didn't just say vehicle crash. So it goes on to say, talking about Tesla with these passengers were speeding, and then the car careened into a concrete pillar, and then the vehicle caught fire. So it went into details about all the aspects of this incident. And, if this is a headline you read, and maybe you read a few aspects of this particular article, you might think that, gee, I better be careful about those electric vehicles because they're highlighted here, how dangerous they are. They can just catch on fire at any time. Well, let's take a look at some other data that is a little bit to the contrary. So if we go to the Edmunds website here, edmunds.com, it says EV fires are scary. Should you be worried about them? And it says here common causes of the fire is the vehicle battery pack in a serious crash like the one that we saw in that other article. So it goes into why they catch fire. But most importantly, though, they've got some statistics here. They found that electric car fires, out of 611,000 electric vehicles, they've averaged about 20 per year in the last 3 years. So a total of 60 through those 3 years. On the other hand, cars powered by fuel, totaling 4.4 million, had about 3,400 fires during that time. And I bet you probably didn't see any news articles about those gasoline or diesel vehicles catching on fire. But if you just take that as a ratio of these electric vehicles, you take that 611,000 divided by the 60 that they had in the last 3 years, and it's about a 1 in 10,000 chance that your EV is going to catch on fire. Similarly, if you do the same ratio there, calculation, 4.4 million out of 3,400, that's about 1 in 1,300. So a 1 in 10,000 chance in an EV and 1 in 1,300 chance in a gas car. So this data suggests that the EV is less likely to catch on fire. Here's another article I found here, and this is from Motor Trend magazine. It's titled, "You're Wrong About EV Fires. Gas and diesel power vehicles catch fire way more often than EVs, but you wouldn't know that from the headlines." And the headline I read at the beginning of the talk here was from a news source that is widely read across Canada. So it goes on to explain a lot of information here and about fire and that sort of thing. But it does say that an average of 117,000 passenger vehicles catch fire every year, and that works out to 321 per day, or a car fire every 5 minutes. But how many of those fires are EVs? So I guess in the United States, they don't keep track of whether it's a gas or electric car. But if we scroll down a bit further, the Swedish authorities are keeping track. And so they listed here the name of the Swedish authority that's doing that. And they released their information, and the results are clear. EVs are much less likely to catch fire. So according to the Swedish authority, 29 EVs and 52 hybrids caught fire in Sweden between 2018 and 2022. On average, 16 vehicles powered by batteries catch fire each year there. On average, 3,400 passenger vehicles catch fire each year in Sweden, meaning EVs account for 0.4% of the fires, hybrids for 1.5%, and one total of 1.9. What they don't have here, I guess, is the total number of overall cars. So I'm sure there's more gas than diesel vehicles. I don't know if we can get a ratio here. Well, here we go. So according to MSB data, they say there's a 1 in 38,000 chance of a fire for electric vehicles, and there's an average of 1 in 1,300 chance of fire for the gasoline vehicles. So similar to the data we saw in the other article. I got one more article here that has some additional information. That's from Fairfax County, Virginia. It's titled "Data Shows EVs are less of a fire risk than conventional cars." And Kelley Blue Book reported findings from a study showing EVs are actually less likely to cause or be involved in a fire than gasoline-powered vehicles. National Transportation Safety Board showed EVs were involved in approximately 25 fires for every 100,000 sold, and compared to 1,500 vehicles and 3,400 hybrids for every 100,000 sold. So I guess, if you ask the average person on the street, about electric vehicles, and you ask them about, are they likely to catch fire? Are they likely to be dangerous for the average person? If a person has been reading the news, just the general news articles, they might have read these articles, like the first one I mentioned, and feel, yeah, there's a higher chance of them catching on fire. The other 3 articles I read later on here, the data are probably not as widely read. There was Motor Trend, there's Edmunds, and there was Fairfax County, Virginia. So while those are you can find the information on the internet to provide that information, likely they're not being read by as broad of an audience as, say, CBC, which is the National Canadian Broadcasting Corporation for the whole of Canada, and that's one of the few national news outlets. So I'm sure that probably when you have an article like that in the news, they get more headlines, and that's maybe why I titled this video that exact same title, to get more traction. But the reality is that electric vehicles simply are not catching on fire as rapidly as gasoline vehicles. I mean, if you think of it, riding around in gas vehicles our whole lives, or diesel, and we don't even think about it anymore. But the reality is, we do have to handle gasoline very carefully. We have to make sure that, you don't have open, cigarettes or fires around them. We are driving around with tanks of flammable liquid, and we don't think of it that way, but I imagine that's why they're more likely to catch on fire. And then also the motors in the gasoline and diesel vehicles, of course, operate at much higher temperatures than the motors do in electric vehicles, which create little heat and don't even have a cooling system, most of them. So what are your thoughts? Do you feel like the mainstream media is sensationalizing some of these incidents to sell headlines, and therefore doing a disservice to the EV community or EVs in general? I'd be interested to hear your comments down below. If you found this video interesting or informative, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, and consider subscribing for future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.